you're so gross.
It's in my mouth.
You're wheezy.
Oh my god. Okay. Hello, fellow virgins.
What?
This
We're
is.
starting?
Yes. Shut up. Nick, this is Weezer.
I did not.
You did not.
I did not.
You did
What's
not
the word?
consent
Consent
to starting.
to starting.
Well, we're starting, and
It's my will.
as per tradition, Mr. Waller is late. There's always got to be someone. Karina is here this time, though, so she will
At
not.
the cost of forgetting my glasses.
She will not be referred to by her other name.
That sounds so suspicious.
No. We called you the other name when you weren't showing up before you got here in the last podcast. Yeah.
That's how you prove that I did not listen to.
Yeah. You're such a fan, Karina. Such a fan. Okay.
Hello,
the other
ladies and
two are
gentlemen.
moving chairs.
It's
It's
Nick Bagistani on the mic. Yo.
Never do that again.
I am.
Am I hip and cool now?
I am Kai Hamilton, lonely virgin and nerd.
Good way to describe yourself, Kai.
Anyone else want to introduce themselves?
Don't forget Nail Guy.
I am the nail guy
Um,
and liker of femboys.
There is actually another nail man. I saw him yesterday. Whoever you are, if you're listening, Kai is here for you.
Yes, I would love to meet you, nail guy. I don't know what you look like, what your name is, what grade you're in, but nail guy, we have to unite.
Nail Guy listening to this right now.
Nail guy, come on, nail guy.
It's like, yo, what?
We can talk about our favorite music and be emo with nails.
Mm-hmm. And compete over. Is it the word nail job? No.
That sounds really sexual.
That sounds really.
Yo, bro, can you give me a nail?
Our artistic integrity of our nails.
Well, my nails. I didn't cheat. They're so
well,
perfect. I
okay.
did them
This is a
myself.
really. We don't have a camera in here.
Thank
I
you.
have cool nails, and Karina has bad nails. That's all I need to know.
Oh no.
They're pretty epic clouds.
Okay, yeah. Who cares about clouds? Clouds bad. Speaking of
Well, I didn't get to introduce myself.
Speaking of
Oh yeah. Okay, no. Karina, introduce yourself.
Karina introduced myself. I'm Karina, and I'm again just here with no, just an outsider coming in to talk about maybe album covers, maybe my small opinions.
A virgin to Weezer music.
So yes, we are here to talk today about Weezer. I've only listened to 2 albums. I just re-listened to both Pinkerton and Blue over the past 2 days because I don't want to go through the nightmare that is the rest of their discography. But Kai here is our resident Weezer fan.
Yes, I
laugh
am
now.
the Weezer expert.
It's not something to be proud of.
I have listened to Pinkerton probably over 100 times.
That is so concerning.
It is.
I listened to it for the first time this morning.
Yeah, and not even all the way through, really.
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a great record, but we're going to start from their debut, the Blue Album, with its epic and nerdy cover. Weezer was totally unknown. They had never released any other stuff, and they recorded this privately in...
Not true.
Not true?
Not true. They tried their way in a different genre. I was reading because I did do some. Sorry, not true. They were trying to break it out in a different genre. I'm not gonna say because I'm not sure and I don't want to pay false information. But that wasn't working until they tried a different genre and then named it Weezer, and that's their
Pre-Weezer,
debut album,
there are 2 albums called the home recordings of Rivers Cuomo, which was recorded on like a shitty kitchen microphone, and some of the songs in there are pretty good though, way better than their new stuff. Weezer, you suck now.
Weezer's pretty bad now.
But-
They did release a new album today called OK Human, play off
yes.
of Radiohead's OK Computer.
And I
Yet
listened to the
listen it.
first 4 or 5 tracks. If it didn't come out literally today, we would have listened to all of it, of course.
Yes.
But I can safely say it is significantly better than that terrible Radiohead album and will likely rock generations in the same way that Mozart did.
Yeah. Some very insightful stuff right there.
So, Blue.
Maybe we would have listened to it today if Nick and I were better friends.
Yeah, if you guys actually showed... And Nick's not even...
I had a
meeting.
meeting, okay? Don't even come
in
at
the album
me.
cover, you're going to see that Nick is not wearing proper Weezer attire for Rivers, who he's supposed to be.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah,
I have no
he
shame.
didn't even try.
No shame.
I mean, I have an extra shirt. Guess you can have my outside shirt, but
But that's not Rivers.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I'm brown, so I'm not even Rivers enough, so...
Yeah. Oh my
but
God.
yes, Blue. I liked the album a lot. It wasn't as good as Pinkerton though. I'm starting off strong. It was 8 out of 10, which is really good.
You're just gonna state your blatant opinion right at the gate. That's
yeah,
not, okay.
I'm ready to throw hands, Kai.
Okay,
I'm ready to throw hands.
Okay. Blue. Every single track on this album is absolutely phenomenal.
I disagree.
From My Name is Jonas all the way to Only in Dreams. It has tremendous range. What is this? Okay, thank you, Karina. Very cool. It's got amazing writing, great pop rock sounds, great beach life influence. You got Surf Wax America, you know, I'm going surfing. It's got great musical breaks in tracks like Holiday and Surf Wax America. It's got emotional writing such as Say It Ain't So, where Rivers writes about his abusive alcoholic stepdad, who actually did find Jesus and is now a minister in Oklahoma, I think.
It's kind of funny.
It is pretty funny.
I don't think the world has turned and left
that
me.
Is a great
Is a good
song. That is an amazing song.
I think it's mid.
Mid.
It gives me like basic rock dude vibes.
As a Weezer listener, though, do you really even have an opinion? You know, is it valid?
Yes, I have an opinion. Okay. If I like their old stuff, their new stuff, I could see that standpoint of like you can't have an opinion.
No one else is also mid.
But everyone, oh my god.
I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight.
Okay. No one else has a tremendous amount of sexism in the lyrics. I will give you that.
Yeah, like there's a lot of
he says,
sexism.
I want a girl who like he wants a girl that only lasts for him and nobody else.
Yeah,
like the whole
exactly.
concept of the song is like, if I'm not around, she doesn't exist.
That is, I can't listen to this song and enjoy it because of that.
But sexism has never sounded so catchy. Let's be real.
No, it's not catchy because I'm just listening to the lyrics and thinking, what is he saying? This is ridiculous.
It's got great backing vocals. What are you doing?
Some songs it doesn't have lyrics to.
Oh, you're trying to read the lyrics to that.
To like as the resident female.
As the resident female.
To see if it's actually as bad as you say.
Okay, we'll be reading the lyrics to No One Else.
The moon, first time I heard your voice, first time I grew.
This is not Weezer. This is the wrong song.
Wrong song.
Oh.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys.
This is the Daniel Brown podcast.
Here's when we discover that Kai's the only one qualified.
Yeah, even the
My girl's got a big mouth.
My girl's got a big mouth.
So saying like, she
talks
talks
a lot.
She talks back to me.
Whether it's funny or not. I want a girl who will laugh at for no one else. She puts her makeup on the shelf. Oh boy.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, my girl's got eyeballs in the back of her head looking. Oh no. Don't please. My girl cannot look at anybody else. I want a girl. Oh no.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10 misogynistic. I'm sure there's more.
Okay.
And songwriter is Rivers Cuomo.
Rivers Cuomo writes all the songs. Okay.
A lot of the songs do tend to be like charged that way, especially.
No. Okay, Rivers is clearly a very lonely and angsty man in these two albums.
It makes nothing. It makes it no better though. It is still so cringy to listen to. Like, I want a submissive woman who will do everything for me.
That's what makes Pinkerton enjoyable, is how pathetic it is.
Yeah, but also this is just like blatant misogyny and just makes the song less. It's not like a thing that like because
but how does that affect the
instrumentation? You have to have known, right? Like you're writing that, you sing it multiple times, you must.
Well, this is also '94. You know, sexism was even worse. So.
Well, okay. So the music, I can give props to the song itself in terms of like musical composition, but it's not a thing of like, I'm not allowed to enjoy it. It's just like a personal, I don't enjoy it as much just because when I'm listening to this, it just makes me very uncomfortable.
Also, like, the songwriting on this album is very, like My Name is Jonas is literally, it's about building, constructing a building. Like his brother is building a building in that song, and that's all it's about. And it's awesome.
Yes, but it's also not like, I want a stupid woman who will do what I say.
And you've also got Only in Dreams, which gives you a more like a humanistic aspect to Rivers, where he's dreaming about a girl and how he wishes he could dance with them, and then he just wakes up.
I bet I could look up.
Only in Dreams is a lot more wholesome.
I bet I could look up the term problematic Weezer songs.
There's a compilation on
Oh.
YouTube of every time Rivers says "girl." It's 5 minutes long. It's pretty funny. But yes, the songwriting topics on both of these Weezer songs are primarily girls, drugs, and stepdads.
Which it doesn't we can't disqualify too much, because if we look at the rest of the music industry,
No.
even.
The issue with Weezer is they have never moved on from that. They still write about the same 3 things in every single song.
And this is like 25 years later.
No, no.
They're still writing.
It
the
makes
same
sense.
To
things.
appeal to their main clientele.
No,
yeah,
in
exactly.
this era, it makes sense for them because they're all like 18 and 20, and they're writing about youthful.
When they're in their late 30s
Now-
and 40s.
Now that Rivers is 50 years old,
That's
he
kinda
just turned
pathetic.
50, and he's still writing about the same topic. The guy's married too, and he still writes about girls all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a little weired. But what's your final thoughts on Blue?
Blue is a 10.
Before I do have some, sorry, because I do need it, because I can't talk too much about the music itself. I did research and find some interesting facts about the cover.
Oh, okay.
So the artwork was photographed by Peter Golland. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the word. And in the original photo, Cuomo didn't like how his face looked, so they actually photoshopped his face from another photo
Oh my
onto the main
God.
cover of that
That's
photo.
why he looks so weird.
Oh my God! What?
And then the the band's feet are only shown in like the deluxe editions.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
at one
they're
point-
actually shown in the other. I thought that was like
yes,
a meme.
yes. In the vinyl edition, vinyl press,
It looks so awkward.
they
with the
have
feet.
the pamphlets inside are the feet. And at one point, they did sell T-shirts with pictures of the feet,
Oh, that's cool.
with
The
deluxe
Tarantino edition.
shirts.
Yes, the Tarantino edition.
Yes, and that's really all I have for this. It's a little bit foot fetishy, but I would too Photoshop my face if I didn't like it. So I don't blame.
To maintain
Yeah,
this
probably
tradition,
might.
Nick, as Rivers, we're gonna Photoshop the shit out of you on the.
Well, see now it works because
we can Photoshop the shirt onto you.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be great.
'Cause now it'll fit the vibes.
It'll be great. Okay.
But Kai gives it a 10.
It's 10. Okay, this is one of the best pop rock albums of all time. It's got heart, it's got emotion, it's got great instrumentation, it's got amazing song structures. It's just amazing. It's fantastic. Everyone should listen to Blue.
And how come only 2 songs have those tiny stars next to it?
No, okay. This album has hit after hit. You got Buddy Holly. You got Undone, the sweater song. You got Surf Wax America. There are very few debuts that are this strong. And
I agree, and I like Blue a lot, but I have to say it's in between a 7 and an 8 because
not even an 8.
not even an 8. Like somewhere in between that.
You are crazy.
That I'm not saying it's
Points
bad.
off for the misogyny for me, and probably Nick too.
Yeah, it kind of I don't know, it ruins that song for me. Just makes it not enjoyable. Even though I can say the music is good, I just don't enjoy listening to that song. But no, it's got a lot of good songs on it, and nothing wrong with the track list, and it's like a really impressive debut, like true debut for the band. And yeah, I mean it's got a lot of good hits and a lot of iconic stuff on there, but yeah, no, 7 between 7 and 8's not bad at all.
No. You have to like the album as much as I. You can't just
Yeah.
like the album.
I have to think
You
it's
have
the
to
best.
love you have to think it's a masterpiece.
Well-
or just get out.
You'll like my thoughts about Pinkerton.
You
then.
used to think that Blue was better than Pinkerton.
I used
We would
to.
have this debate all the time.
I used to, yeah. Not
You were
anymore.
a fool.
Not anymore.
Oh, well, I'm not going to give it an actual rating, but I will say that when I had it playing in the background in my room, the vibes are good.
And when
enjoyed
I
listening
gave
to
you a
it.
ride home with it playing in the car.
Playing
yeah,
in the car, did we go through the whole album?
We went through the whole album, yes.
I know that there was music playing, but I didn't really register it, so it might as well have not been playing in the car at the time. But the second time I listened through, it was pretty good. I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics, but I could let it play. That's what I'm saying.
Also, to get a
Yeah.
scale for how good of a debut this is, 3 of Weezer's top songs on Spotify are all from this album, and they've released 14 albums. So,
No one likes their other stuff.
well,
They're just
there's
gonna
a very
almost all of
small
it.
sector of fans
Yeah.
that stay strong with Weezer. They're ride or die.
They have so many albums.
Right
It's
or die.
insane.
Say It Ain't So, amazing track. probably the best. No, I think Only in Dreams is the best on this album.
Even though it is the most played song,
It's amazing.
It's still amazing. It's overplayed for a reason. It's awesome.
It's great. It's great.
But moving on to Pinkerton.
Okay, I have extensive knowledge on this album.
Oh man.
It was once my favorite album of all time. My boy Will Toledo overtook you, Rivers. I'm sorry. He's also much cuter than you, Rivers. You're pretty.
Rivers is pretty ugly.
Rivers, especially Red Album Rivers.
Oh.
I don't want to like look shamey Rivers, but
Is that the cowboy hat?
yeah, it's the cowboy.
I don't know.
hat.
Some people are into that. You know, like. No,
The
I'm not even gonna
mustache.
say the
He's
word.
just such a nerd. He's
little
such a
bit-
nerd.
Look at him. He's so short in the cover too. They're all not even looking in the same
They
direction.
probably like as soon as they realized Cuomo can like Photoshop their faces, they're like, okay, we can do that too.
Why is
Okay.
he looking the
I'm
wrong
sure they're not
way?
even
So-
actually posed together. They
So,
yeah. Why are they all looking different directions?
Blue was a astronomical success. It was a surprise hit. It was a top album charter. Several songs were frequently played on the radio. Everyone loved Weezer. Everyone was Weezer crazy. And Weezer had packed out tours. They were playing around the world. And Rivers actually became completely disillusioned with the rock life. He didn't like just having friends that would only like him just because he was a rock star. He didn't like the long show tours. So what he did was he went back to Harvard. And he decided to. He went to Harvard.
What a nerd!
No, he was in Harvard when he started Weezer.
What a nerd!
The joke makes more sense now.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was at Harvard, and then he went back to Harvard.
I respect nerds, by the way. It's just funny.
He
Are a nerd.
I am
he
a
was
nerd.
really depressed because for one, he wasn't in the rock scene anymore, but he wanted to get away from it, and the rest of the band was pretty much just patiently waiting for him to finish Harvard. But he was actually born with one leg an inch shorter than the other, so he was going through extensive surgery to fix that issue. And during the writing of a lot of these songs, he was actually on painkillers and like high out of his mind writing.
That's what they
That makes sense.
Really, and based off the lyrics here, Rivers was very clearly very, very lonely at
Also,
Harvard.
super horny.
Oh, very horny and very lonely.
There's a song we got to talk about.
This album was originally recorded.
Yes.
This album was originally recorded as it was planned to be an album called Songs from the Black Hole, which was a rock opera about a man and a robot and two girls. They all go to a planet, and a love triangle forms, and the guy becomes disillusioned, and he leaves them both behind. And only 3 tracks from the original Songs from the Black Hole album made this.
But the deluxe version has
Several of them. You can kind of form the original album if you take B-sides and home recordings.
I'm embarrassed to say that I wasn't aware that this song was a Weezer song. I knew this song before
we're
I
gonna
knew
talk
if-
about it in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
haven't we
I'm still
already talking about
on.
it?
I'm still on the.
I'm still nerding out.
Okay, I'm still nerding out about Pinkerton. Okay, so
Oh, your note sheet is way more impressive than mine.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
that's a copy and paste. Never mind.
it's
I
not.
type mine out. from my
not a
hand.
copy and paste. Rivers decided to abandon the original rock opera project because he thought that he was just too sad it was too whimsical for him, the rock opera project. And he decided, I'm just gonna write a bunch of songs that are super, super personal and just release an album like a diary. And he also took a lot of Japanese influence. Some of the songs are influenced from a play that's actually called Pinkerton.
The album cover too.
And the album cover, of course.
I have facts about that as well.
Yeah, the song "Butterfly" is actually directly referencing the play Pinkerton, where the lead character leaves a girl, and he tells her that he'll be back when a robin makes his nest, and he never comes back, and he's sad about it. But that Rivers kind of incorporates that into the album overall. But upon release, this album was panned. No one liked it. People thought
Shocking.
it was garbage. They kind of turned a complete 180 on the sound. It's unrefined. The guitars are scratchy. Rivers' vocals here are very, very emotional.
There's also a bonus track where someone just comes on a podcast or whatever, or some interview, and they're just like, "Man, I hate Pinkerton."
Yeah. All the fans hated it. It was awful.
Imagine doing a podcast.
I know.
right?
There's still
Nerds.
only virgins do podcasts. Let's be real. Nick, get out. When where was I? When Pinkerton was released, yes. I think that Rolling Stones gave it a 2. It was voted by a lot of people as like the worst album of the year. People hated this thing.
I like listening to this now. That's so hard to imagine.
No, but I think that like emo wasn't a very popular or mainstream genre at the time, and this is through and through an emo album.
Yeah.
And
this is 96, I think.
96.
I think I listened to It Becomes an Emo album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 96.
And
96?
it is in terms of subject matter. Blue is much more blissful and much more upbeat than Pinkerton, and most of these songs are about women and Rivers wanting to have sex or date women. Tired of Sex, the opening track, kind of leads into that, where Rivers talks about how much he doesn't want to have sex because all these girls just want to be with him because he's a rock star, and he's
such a big contrast from the first album.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah. And then well, it kind of shows that Weezer, as Blue Album Weezer, could only exist in a vacuum. Once Rivers was exposed to the greater world, he couldn't write those same types of songs anymore.
And then he did that exact thing right after this.
But it was without any soul because it was just rock songs. But this song is basically commenting on Rivers' sudden fame and his feelings at the time and how sad he was. And it's now kind of become appreciated as this masterpiece of emo rock and often considered Weezer's best album by people such as me. And now Nick. I'm not sure what Mr. Waller thinks. I don't think he's going to make it, but...
no.
We need him for the 4 people, though.
Well, we can take the photo later, and then he can just not be in the podcast.
He'll be there eventually. We'll Photoshop him in too.
We'll take a picture of him just not posing at all, just super.
But after the album's reception, Rivers had a complete mental breakdown.
Of course.
And
I would too after writing those songs.
Yeah, and he didn't release any music for something like 5 years, I think.
Let me see.
And Weezer kind of disbanded a little bit. And
2002, so 6 years. Yeah.
6 years, yeah. And he kind of went silent. He came out of the public eye, and then he made Green, which is a pop rock album through and through without a soul. And Green is pretty good, and then it just gets worse from there. It's every single album after that, save for like maybe White, is just kind of.
Isn't Teal just a cover album?
Teal is all covers. No songs
depressing.
written by Weezers. But they still release albums at a pretty consistent rate. I think
So let me see.
1 to 2 years.
We got 2000. Oh no, so 2001 it was 5 years. You're right. And then 2002, and 2005, 2008, 2009, 2010. And they took a 4-year break, then a 2-year break, and then they were just releasing albums like nobody's
The
business.
fact that people still stan Weezer is a testament to how good their first 2 albums really are. So, like, imagine if Joy Division after Closer was just releasing garbage. Would people still like them? Probably.
Probably. I mean, look at Weezer, so yeah.
Because their later career does not change how great their early career was.
I mean, of course, like many great musicians, like Sting, Elton John, Queen, like not everything hit, and people.
Queen definitely didn't have everything hit.
Yeah, there were some odd ones in the bunch, but we disregard those because of the.
Well,
good
Weezer
ones.
is a special example where literally only their first 4 years as a career was good, and then everything else was just garbage.
I have a fun fact interlude, just to break up the discussion. Weezer's first gig, apparently, according to this site, was opening for Keanu Reeves.
What?
Mm-hmm. So apparently Cuomo, they had their first practice together on Valentine's Day, and then in March they played their first opening gigs for Keanu's vanity band, Dogstar. And then without a name, they settled on Weezer because of Cuomo's nickname as a child for his asthma condition, which is interesting. I was actually looking at it.
It's really cool.
So the wheezing jokes are actually accurate.
Yeah. Poor Rivers.
Poor Rivers, now he's like a multimillionaire.
I
And
know,
also,
right?
he did marry an Asian woman, so I think he just has a thing
He
for
definitely
Asians.
just has a thing for Asian
He
people.
has a thing for Asian people.
So we're going to talk about the album now?
Yeah, we can talk about the album.
So,
also, a
Pinkerton.
way that Weezer got famous was Spike Jonze directed the music videos.
Spike Jonze is awesome.
Spike Jonze is epic. Everyone watch Adaptation and Bing John Malkovich and Her. He's a great director.
Yeah.
And he makes music
Her
videos
is.
still.
I haven't seen too much of his movie stuff, but I've seen Her. And
He
it's
also
some of the best movies I've ever seen.
He also made the Suburbs music video. He made like a
Yeah.
30-minute long short film off of the Suburbs.
All right,
Prolific.
Kai, I've got to talk about Pink Triangle.
Okay.
This
So,
song.
Pink Triangle
is
is
so dumb.
is the saddest Weezer song, but also the funniest Weezer song.
I'm dumb.
I'm dumb. She's a lesbian.
The greatest chorus, possibly of all time.
I thought I had found the one.
Oh,
we were as
Pink-
good as Married in My Mind, but Married in My Mind's no good. A pink triangle on her sleeve.
But no, Rivers'
Let me know the truth.
Rivers' vocals here are so genuinely distraught. It is so funny.
It sounds
Okay,
like he's
no,
about to cry.
There's actually a story behind this. So he had a crush on a girl in his college, and then he saw that she had a pink triangle, which was the first pride symbol on.
Oh,
her
you know where
sleeve.
that
I
originated?
was about to just add that.
Yeah, it was a Holocaust.
Yeah, for people in concentration
Nazis
camps,
would
if
put
you
them
were
on
a
homosexuals.
homosexual, they put that pink triangle on you.
It's
and-
no longer used.
Yeah, but no, it was taken as like a symbol of pride
Yeah.
afterwards. Like you can't turn this into something bad.
I mean, yes, but also, like, we don't use it anymore. Like, it's like too bad. Like, first, like, you can't really take it back the original origin of it. So right now, just the flags really are the only symbols.
What's funny about the song though is after the song was released, he found out that she was just showing support and wasn't actually gay.
Oh,
Fun fact. So
oh.
there wasn't a lesbian, and he gave up on a girl prematurely because he thought she was gay. So maybe they could have turned out a wonderful relationship, but
Are
poor
you
Rivers.
kidding me?
Yeah.
He liked this girl so much he didn't even like know.
Well, he just assumed off of the pride symbol.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just annoying.
But many of you.
Don't tell me any more about this song.
Wait,
because
I want to say one more thing about the song. There's some great lyrics. If everyone's a little queer, can't she be a little straight? What? What a forward-thinking man.
No. This just shows how pathetic he is. The lyrics here are very clearly not politically correct. But what's beautiful about Pinkerton is it's literally just Rivers pouring his soul out onto a paper.
Yeah,
and
but it's
showing
also hilarious how pathetic he is.
Yeah. He's literally like, oh, why can't you just be straight? This is
What
why
a loser.
so many of our youth in the modern day relate to this song because they love the gal, and then it's like, oh wait,
It's kind of unfortunate that a lot of people
I'm
relate to
dumb.
this.
yeah,
she's a lesbian. And then
fun song to dedicate.
yeah.
Yes.
This one goes out to all those lonely guys who really thought they knew the girl, and then they found out that
I'm not gonna say it.
that female was literally physically incapable of being attracted to them.
Totally not like anyone in here has ever had that situation.
I'm sorry for making fun of him. So I could see how that would happen. I retract
yeah.
my statement.
You retract your
Yeah.
statement.
I see.
Yeah.
Very,
Mhm.
very funny.
Mhm. Actually, this can go to a broader thing. Like anyone who's ever liked someone of a different sexual orientation, they can relate to this. Like gay people who have liked straight people, it happens.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. In fact, the gays have it much harder. Much
Yeah.
harder.
Yes, they always do. I didn't mean that in like a like mad way. I just mean that like that's really unfortunate. They do always have it harder.
hmm This is why we should all listen to Sweater Weather and.
Anyways, amazing track list. 9
okay.
to 10 for me.
Okay, we're not just talking about Pink Triangle, Nick. Okay.
I know.
There's also Across the Sea, which Weezer.
That is such.
This is by far the most like.
There's another concerning song.
Concerning song that Rivers ever wrote. So Rivers specifies in the opening verse, "You are an 18-year-old girl," but he's the only one that verifies that she is in fact 18. But he's writing to a potentially underage Japanese fan who wrote him a fan letter about how much he loves his music.
And now he's obsessed with her.
He even fantasizes. He asks, "I wonder how you touch yourself."
Oh no.
And curse myself for being across the sea. He's so lonely that he wishes that he could sleep with a Japanese fan.
I'm surprised there hasn't been like a whole cancel Rivers
It was 26 years, and no, but it's still a great song.
Oh, it is. No, it's a great song.
It's got amazing instrumentation, again, this is probably just the most like, oh my god, this man is so pathetic.
I think the lyrics would make it. I think the enjoyment of the song would be a little worse if we knew the girl was actually 16 or something like that, because that would be really bad.
Maybe he's got like a writer persona that he's perpetuating.
No. This album is 100% Rivers' heart.
Yeah, he
bleeding
does have
out,
a Japanese wife actually.
Honestly, yes, he does.
And they got married in Kyoto. Now they have a daughter, but like
But he still writes about girls all the time.
I don't think it's the same girl. I hope not.
No, it's not. It's not the same girl.
Can we talk about? I just want to discuss some of these lyrics. At 10, I shaved my head and tried to be a monk. For one, what the hell?
Well,
what
he's saying that like
what?
He's so.
He said, I thought older women would like me if I did.
Yeah.
I'm a good little boy. It's all your fault, mama.
It's
what?
all your fault.
What is he saying?
Okay.
This is another thing like that I find funny in songs when there's so many lyrics, but like the way that they're singing them, you could listen to it like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 times, and then you're like, wait, did that just say that?
Yeah.
Just because you're listening to the music.
A crucial part of enjoying Pinkerton, though, is relating to it. Like, I'm so...
Relating to
No. Okay.
Kai is dreaming about his 16-year-old girls across
It's
the
literally
sea.
just like degradation in the album. Like, I am so pathetic. I hate everything.
Pure
What's
angst.
your favorite album?
It was my favorite album.
To quote Rivers, so I sniff and I lick your envelope.
Yes, he's literally like accentuating over the letters he's
Why are
sending
you
her.
so far away from me?
If Harry Styles can do it, why can't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I related to the track No Other One for all the wrong reasons. No Other One is literally him saying like my girlfriend is a total bitch and she hates me, but no one else will date me, so I'm gonna stay with her. That is literally what he says on No Other One.
This album is like sexist, homophobic.
Okay. It's
got a bunch of
I
different
wouldn't say
racist.
How's it racist?
Japanese.
But he's just saying how he's attracted to them. He's not like.
Well, that's just I'm literally quoting the Reddit subreddit link that's there, the first one that comes up when you look up problematic Weezer lyrics. I'm just
Yeah, it's
I was looking at the colorful discussion under that Reddit.
Okay. I don't think that you can put this album as like prejudice because again, it's all just about how pathetic Rivers is, and he's not being like sexist out of prejudice. He's being sexist out of I am so lonely. Someone please date
I
me.
think he's self-aware about what he's writing about the lyrics. So.
Yes.
He's probably an incel too.
Yeah.
No, he's rich and.
No, but at that time, I mean.
But I cannot I fail to believe that someone's like doing this and not making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
To some extent.
He's talking about how pathetic he is across the whole album. Get You is about him being cheated on. Rip my mans. But then in Butterfly, he cheats on his girlfriend. So.
The Good Life is probably one of my favorite Weezer songs.
The Good Life is probably the most straightforward track on here as far as it's just about wanting to have a good life. It's a very simplistic theme.
But I think its simplicity works to its advantage.
El Scorcho, he's writing about, again, a half-Japanese girl who shreds
God
the cello.
damn you half-Japanese girls.
That's the opening lyric. And how he wishes that she would just, it's this thing like, oh, does she like me? I don't know.
That's such a nerd, like...
It's such like a high school thing to write about.
Yeah.
How old is he at this point?
He's like 21. He's a really pathetic.
That dude just needs to like watch some anime.
Yeah, and then he's like, get down the street and dance with me. And there's this great lyric where he's like, how stupid is it? I can't sing about it. I can't talk about it. I got to sing about it. Like this whole album is him venting his emotions instead of talking about it in a healthy way. And the public is just exposed to all of this TMI by Rivers, and that's why it's such an iconic record. Also great about this album is it's got amazing B-sides.
It does.
Which are a lot of which are from songs from the Black Hole. There's actually a song sung by a woman on the B-side. I don't know who she is. I Just Wrote the Love of My Dreams. Great track. Original Closer, which is Longtime Sunshine. I can't tell if it's better than Butterfly. Butterfly's great. It's very subdued. It's just, Rivers.
Butterfly is so good. Okay, so I think all my favorite Weezer songs are from this album, like my top Weezer songs. Because, like, what is it? Longtime Sunshine and Butterfly and The Good Life. They're all just, like, they're so pretty. Yeah. I love them.
There are songs that are pretty,
so
and then there are
happy.
songs that are angsty and mad, like Why Bother, where he's, like, why even date anybody? Because they're just gonna break up with me, and I'm gonna be sad.
That is the most incel thing I've ever heard. we even bother dating women. Women are bad.
Yeah. Women throwing them at you like, no, not you.
Yeah.
No, I'm so sad and lonely.
So, there's also a lyric about jerking off in that song where he says why date anyone when I can just keep whacking? He says whacking. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Great album though. But yeah, no, in between a 9 and a 10 for me.
High 10.
If that doesn't even make sense.
10.
10 means 10 is perfect.
No, it's even better than a 10.
Even more perfect.
Is it perfect despite?
The flaws make it better because it's just about how.
Can you not rate it a 9.8?
No, it's all about degradation, and all the flaws make it even better for it because it just is like, man, Rivers is pathetic, and so am I.
Here I come again with the small album. You can tell that these two albums are the highest, most regarded albums because they're the only two with on the Wikipedia pages that have anything other than like how they did in the
these
charts
albums
and
are widely regarded as just all classics. Everyone loves these records.
So the artwork is by I'm gonna mess this up. It's a Japanese artist, Kambara Yoru no Nuyuki, and he's an old artist, not anything new. They didn't have him make an original art piece or whatever. A part of the artist's I don't know. I think it's called a. What's when they make a bunch? Series. It's a part of this artist series called 53 Stations of Taka Iaido. And it's just a classic Japanese artist, like one of the highest regarded classic Japanese artists. And then in the CD release of this album, Pinkerton, it has a map within the album with like a butterfly that says in Italian, Wright's Island of the Butterfly and the Peninsula of the Dog
Italian heritage,
in original Italian. Which, if Kai let me have my thing.
I didn't recognize that Cuomo was an Italian name. I'm sorry.
Yes. Which makes sense because I was like, Cuomo, very Italian name, and yes, his mother is Italian, and that makes sense. It's that he alluded to that with this album work here. And on the map itself, there's a boat, and it says like the SS. I think it's like called the SS Pinkerton. That's the boat. And then all of the destinations and little interludes on the map are just references to people who have inspired Cuomo. And I just think that little inside map is interesting.
Probably the best Weezer album cover too.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
The rest of them, they're a little rough. Right? Hurley, yes.
Hurley is the best. Everyone look up Hurley. It's an amazing cover. The opening track on Hurley is actually "Where's My Sex," which is a complete polar.
No, it's Memories. "Where's My Sex" is number 5.
Oh well, "Where's My Sex" and "Tired of Sex." Which one is it, Rivers? Okay, we want to know.
Ratitude, super awesome.
Ratitude is a rap rock album. It's pretty fantastic, and the cover is also amazing.
If you look at Make Believe, it's just a recreation of Blue, but black and white, and you can see their feet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Make Believe.
It's such a bad album cover.
And the album itself sucks.
It also has Beverly Hills, one of the most popular songs.
Beverly Hills is a terrible song. I don't care.
It's one of the most popular.
It sucks. It's a bad song.
I didn't even know Everything Will Be Alright was a Weezer album.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty cool cover.
It's got a pretty cool cover. That's one of their better albums. White.
Oh my god. Sorry, with the bad album cover of Hurley, I thought it had to be like a dedication to somebody.
No, it is.
It is? It is. I can't find it on the Wikipedia
White,
page.
Everything Will Be Alright in the End, and Maladroit are probably the best post-Pinkerton albums. The new album is not bad, from what I've heard. It's got nice strings. Weezer, like they're all. I don't want to give the impression that everything after Pinkerton is just garbage. It's just they're not special after Pinkerton. They don't have the same heart and emotion. It's just them being another pop rock band. And no more confessional lyrics.
I have back more to the Hurley album cover.
Oh yes.
So it is actually a picture of the American actor George Garcia, who portrayed Hugo Hurley Reyes in the television series Lost from 2004 to 2010. The photo itself is a small cropping of the original photo of Cuomo being embraced by Garcia, taken at the green room of Lopez tonight, while Weezer and Garcia were taping separate segments of the show. So that's funny. I thought it had to be like somebody he cared for, dedication to someone who died, which I think some band member did die.
No. Matt Sharp left the band after Pinkerton, and he started his own group. And he was the bassist and the backing. There's no backing vocals on other Weezer albums because Matt Sharp isn't there anymore. But he was probably the second best member, and he's gone. So,
they had to say that it was in fact named after the Lost character and not a clothing company, which they had problems with.
Hurley Gang. Actually, Pinkerton's not my favorite. It's Hurley. Hurley's my favorite Weezer album.
I went to a record store in Florida, and in the Weezer section, the only album that was there was Hurley, and there were like 10 copies of Hurley there, and I was just flipping through, and there was nothing else but Hurley, and no one was buying it. And I asked the guy at the record store, and he's like, "We bought one shipment of these, and we've never sold a single one." Because no one wants Hurley.
Maybe they'd buy it if they knew it was a guy from Lost.
Yeah, whenever someone random added me on Snap, I'd always send them a picture of Hurley and ask Hurley Gang, and then they'd be very confused. That was like my conversation starter.
You would do.
Yeah, it was so funny.
But yes, I think that's all for the Weezer podcast. Unless someone's got a hot take.
Hot take. Do you have a hot take, Karina?
I don't.
You don't have a hot take?
Album covers, if they are either really good or really bad, can improve or worsen the experience of an album cover. And that's definitely a topic for another day.
Oh, yeah. Album covers are pretty cool. Maybe we'll talk about those sometime in the future.
Just a special edition of just for me?
Just for album covers.
Yes.
Next week is album cover day.
Okay, Kai just spoiled it.
It's album cover.
It's album cover episode next time,
also,
guys.
Someone tell me this. I have so much to prepare.
We have a new schedule now. I know it's been like a month and a half since our last episode. We actually did record an episode last week, but my shitty laptop crashed and the episode got deleted. So we tributed MF Doom, and since we didn't have a podcast for him, I just want to say
rest in peace, MF Doom, all caps.
You were a great.
We love you,
musician.
It was a good.
No. The reason why we say all caps is because he always specified you spell my name in all caps.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
This.
You're a fake MF Doom fan.
Yeah, Kai, you're the biggest.
Okay,
MF
shut
Doom
up.
fan.
Okay.
Well, we actually did discuss Mad Villainy.
Mad Villainy. We can do a brief thing there. Mad Villainy. It's a great album, but I don't like rap. 5 out of 10.
And my response was I was surprised that he thought it was even a 5. I thought it'd be lower. 10 out of 10 for me. One of the best hip hop albums of all time. Insanely good production, and its impact is still present today.
Kai, I just want to say I don't think we should discredit points because of your personal genre taste.
No, but like it's just like I'm incapable. I can't enjoy rap. I just can't.
Well, then you have to find a way to look at the other stuff. Like, is it does it
No.
record it well?
I acknowledge that it's a
good,
very, very well made and well written album, but I just can't enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
It's so sad.
I think I mean you don't have to, but like you could give like a score in terms of like the actual quality of music versus enjoyment, but
it's very hard for me to separate that though.
Yeah,
and I can do that with movies. I can't do that with music really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yes. So the new schedule, we'll just be recording a podcast sometime during the week,
and we'll drop it on Saturday.
And if you guys are interested in our few listeners, if you're interested in having somewhat of an input on our stuff, or if you want like a playlist of the stuff we talk about, you can always DM me on Instagram.
I'm actually working on a playlist of everything we talked about.
Okay,
so
awesome.
I can post that.
You can DM Mr. Waller. He's El Rocco Band, or you can DM me.
You can listen to his music, El Rocco Band.
Yes, listen to his music. Nick _badge _767.
Maybe I can get Mr. Waller to like record like 2 voice lines later, and then just put him into the podcast.
Wait, why can't El Rocco do a cover for like the intro of this?
Oh, he should. Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, El Rocco should do the
do
intro.
Do you have a name for this podcast?
No, Soundtracks for the Pretentious. Yeah, that's their name.
Sun Sharks?
Soundtracks for the Pretentious.
Oh.
It's an homage to the album Soundtracks for the Blind by Swans, which you probably never heard of. But
hey, I am on this podcast. I am an avid music listener.
By the way, Karina is now a permanent member
am
of our
I?
podcast. Yes. Karina,
I'm hearing this for the first time.
You are now roped into this. You will accept it.
You cannot escape. If the MF Doom podcast...
Back again by absolutely no demand.
Yes. It felt so empty without you.
I'm here for the diversity.
Maybe we can have you do that whole song. You spelt that out in one of the podcasts, right?
What song?
Without Me. Because you're back.
Oh.
Back again.
Oh my. No.
Shady's back.
We're not. I am not stealing lyrics. No, thank you.
Okay, well, that is all for today, ladies and gents. Cheers to you all. And yes, of course, message us.
Happy New
Everything in
Year.
between, sorry.
Happy new president. Yeah. Cool.
If you're
Oh, enjoyed the happy stock market crash.
Oh, hey, yes. Shout out to Reddit for
Or
crashing the
burn.
stock
yes,
market.
shout out to GameStop and Reddit for being true gods.
For gods.
It's such an interesting topic for me. I'm not going to get into stocks on this podcast.
Will
but
Toledo,
I can explain it.
Will Toledo, I am listing my contact information every podcast. Please contact me, Will. I love you so much.
Put it in the description of the video.
No, it's every description. I'm just writing
Maybe,
Will Toledo. Yeah, you read the descriptions, people. It's Will Toledo.
If Weezer could have like a little podcast interlude, why can't we? Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Let us know if you want if you want to hear anything. We'll just keep doing our
Rivers,
thing,
make
but-
more personal music again, please.
Okay. Yeah, that too.
And Rivers literally has spreadsheets for his songs that he like has a structure for songs now. He just like we'll do verse, then chorus, then verse, and then yeah, that's just why it all sounds the same. Thanks, Rivers.
All right, guys.
Your ones were great.
Nice final note.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Chill.